I never know what's going to happen, Jeff. And I would never want to say this or that, but I can tell you this. Mark Andrews is a warrior, and he's played his butt off for us, and his competitiveness, his talent, his attitude, his leadership is so valued here. And he's a great player, and I think we're in the business of keeping as many great players as we can. So there's always a lot of unpredictability with the draft. You just never know.
That's Eric DeCosta, Ravens GM, yesterday pre-draft press conference when he was asked if he expects Mark Andrews, veteran tight end, to be part of the team in 2025. Now, just a few weeks ago, John Harbaugh told reporters he fully expects Andrews to be on the team. So I don't know if there's a disconnect. I don't know what the issue is, but I'm looking at his numbers. He's due to be paid $7 million in base salary this year, Chris, $16.9 million cap number. They could save $11 million against the cap by trading or releasing him. And this is one of those, like, why didn't it happen? Like, why didn't it happen earlier if something's going to happen? Maybe they're going to try to trade him right around the draft. Maybe they're going to trade him to a team that doesn't get the tight end they think they're going to get. I don't know. But all of a sudden, it feels like there's something up with the Ravens and Mark Andrews.
Well, I think if you just look at it, connect dots, right? You'd go, wait, if there was a guy there maybe to be had or you could trade for, and he's at that point of his career where an organization might go, it might be time. This might be the time we could get something for him, and we think maybe there's starting to be a decline in his play, right? I think you reasonable minds could sit there and go, hey, Mark Andrews makes sense. And again, I don't think this is one where they're trading around, right? Because he's worth $7 million as a tight end. So it's not like, oh, man, he's really hurting our team as a Pro Bowl tight end at $7 million a year, right? So that's not an issue. But I think if they got somebody that was like, hey, we got to the draft or we need a tight end and it's not going to shake out the right way for us to get a draft, and let's call the Baltimore Ravens and see what's the deal with Mark Andrews. Would they be open for business? I would expect so. Yeah, they got Isaiah Likely, who, by all due accounts, looks like he's become a better, at least pass-catching tight end than Mark Andrews at this point in his career. They got another guy in Charlie Kohler, who they drafted a few years back from Iowa State, who's a pretty damn good player too. So they might be looking at that just going, hey, this is one of the pieces we have to play with. We're not going to just trade him for nothing. But if there was a team that called us and made us the right offer, he's at the point of his career here, and we're good at that position to where we can make that move that would benefit the future. I can certainly understand that.
The fantasy crowd would be very happy because that would mean more Isaiah Likely, who has been emerging in recent years. And it always feels like he doesn't get enough opportunities because they still have Andrews, who is still very good. And I feel very bad for him about that catch.
Yeah, he's still getting dragged about that.
And
that's right.
Look,
right.
That icy field, cold day, everything's happening quickly. As you said, maybe Lamar held the ball.
Well, I get crushed for that on social media still, Mike. You should see it. I mean, every day. It's still that video, everything there. Again, both can be true. Yeah, he should have caught the ball. And yes, this was not a great throw. It's not. It's late. He's already at the end zone. He was open.
Behind him.
Right.
Behind him.
He was open for 2 seconds before that. So both can be true there. But I'm sick of people on Instagram getting at with me. Like, shut up, you idiots.
That's good.
Shut
that
up,
always
idiots
works.
on Instagram.
Shut up,
like
you idiots.
Lamar did not get a positive grade for
media.
that throw from his quarterback coach or the offensive coordinator. He wasn't like A-plus throw. That was a great. No, I know. Mark Andrews should have caught that. Yes, but Lamar made it about as hard as possible on him, and I think he would probably admit that to you too. So, yeah, I feel like that's part of this situation in Baltimore too, as far as he's just being dragged for that a little bit.
I remember when we talked about this after it happened, you got Lamar Jackson, an all-time great. A Deion Sanders upper room Hall of Famer already.
Right.
You give him the full field. Don't cut the field in half for Lamar Jackson in that moment. Because that's everything, too. Mark Andrews was pinned up against the sideline. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot happening. And a lot's got to fall just right with the season riding on it. Anyway. Maybe he'll be back with the Ravens.
We'll see. It'd be interesting.
Maybe he won't.
All right.
It's far cloudier now than it was when John Harbaugh said he fully expects Andrews to be back. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.